Look around you. This is not where your story ends. This is not the final chapter of your life. You feel that ache in your chest, don't you? That quiet, gnawing feeling that there has to be more, that you were meant for more. You look in the mirror, and for a fleeting second, you see the ghost of that person you used to be. The one with the bright eyes. The one with the big, audacious, seemingly impossible dreams. The one who believed, without a shadow of a doubt, that you could conquer the world. And then a broken bar life happened. Reality set in. Rejection, failure, bills, responsibilities, the opinions of others. The slow, grinding erosion of disappointment. It chipped away at you. It made you smaller. It made you quieter. It made you settle. You tucked those dreams away into a dusty box in the attic of your mind. And you told yourself, maybe someday, or worse, you told yourself, be realistic. You started walking a path that was safe, a path that was predictable, a path that was a broken bar acceptable. But that path has a cost. It costs you your passion. It costs you your fire. It costs you the very essence of who you are. And every single day, as you go through the motions, that ghost of your former self whispers to you. It's a faint whisper, but you hear it in the quiet moments, in the shower, lying in bed at night, staring at the ceiling. It says, what if? What if I had kept going? What if I hadn't given up? What if I still could? That whisper is not your enemy. That whisper is your soul. It is your purpose. It is the very core of your being, screaming to be let out. And today, right here, right now, in this very moment, a broken bar, we are going to answer that whisper. We are going to open that dusty box. We are going to blow the lid right off of it. And we are going to make a decision that from this day forward, you are done with settling. You are done with playing small. You are done with letting fear dictate your direction. You are taking back the pen, and you are writing the next chapter of your story. And it starts with one simple, profound, life-altering truth. Every single step you take, no matter how small, no matter how shaky, no matter how insignificant it may seem, a broken bar brings you closer to the life of your dreams. Let me say that again. Every step brings you closer. The step you take out of bed when you're tired. The step you take to open a book and learn something new. The step you take to make that phone call you've been dreading. The step you take to write the first sentence of your book. The step you take to go for a run when you'd rather stay on the couch. The step you take to apologize. The step you take to forgive yourself. Every single step counts. You have been conditioned to believe that success is a giant leap, a lottery win, a viral moment, a single, earth-shattering event that changes everything overnight. That is a lie. A seductive, dangerous, and paralyzing lie. Success is not a giant leap. Success is a staircase built by you, one step at a time. Some steps are sturdy and strong. Some are chipped and cracked. Some you build with confidence. Some you build on your hands and knees, with tears in your eyes, wondering if you have the strength to go on. But every single one of those steps elevates you. Every single one moves you forward. Think about the greatest achievements in human history. The pyramids were not built in a day. They were built one block at a time. The greatest novels ever written were not penned in a single, inspired frenzy. They were written one word at a time. The most beautiful symphonies were not composed in one moment. They were written one note at a time. Your life is no different. Your dream is your pyramid, your masterpiece, your symphony, and it is constructed in the same way. One block, one word, one note, one step at a time. But here is where we get stuck. We become so fixated on the top of the staircase. We look up at the dizzying height we have to climb, and we are overwhelmed. We see the distance between where we are and where we want to be, and it seems impossible. The gap feels too wide. The journey feels too long. And so, we freeze. We do nothing, because we think, what's the point of taking one small step when I have thousands more to go? It won't make a difference. That, right there, is the poison that kills more dreams than failure ever could. The poison of all or nothing. The poison of perfectionism. You believe that if you can't do it all, right now, perfectly, then you shouldn't do it at all. So you wait for the perfect time. You wait for Monday. You wait for the new year. You wait for a sign. But let me tell you something about the perfect time. It is a myth. It does not exist. It is a fictional destination on a map that leads nowhere. The perfect time is now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, this very second, with all your imperfections, with all your fears, with all your doubts. Now is the only time you are ever guaranteed. So, we must change our focus. Stop staring at the top of the staircase. Stop obsessing over the final destination. Instead, I want you to fall in love with the step you are on. Fall in love with the process. Fall in love with the grind. Fall in love with becoming the kind of person who is capable of achieving that dream. Because the dream is not just about the destination. The dream is about the person you become on the journey. The dream is about the strength you build, the resilience you develop, the wisdom you gain, the fears you conquer. You are being sculpted by the journey, chiseled by the challenges, polished by the pressure. And that person, the one who emerges at the top of that staircase, will be someone you can barely recognize from the person you are today. They will be stronger, wiser, more grateful, more alive. So, how do we do this? How do we keep moving forward when everything in us wants to quit? When the world seems to be conspiring against us? When we take one step forward and get pushed 2 steps back? We need a new mindset, a new set of rules to live by, and it starts with rule number 1. Redefine failure. Right now, in your mind, failure is a monster. It is a final verdict. It is a brick wall that says, stop, you are not good enough. Go home. We need to change the definition. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success. It is a teacher. It is data. It is feedback. It is the universe's way of saying, not that way. Try another way. Think about a baby learning to walk. Does that baby take one step, fall down, and then think, well, I guess I'm just not a walker. I'll crawl for the rest of my life. The baby falls dozens, hundreds of times. But every time it falls, its brain is learning. It's gathering data. It's adjusting its balance. It's strengthening its muscles. The fall is not a failure. It is an essential, non-negotiable part of the process of learning to walk. Your dreams are no different. Every single failure you experience is just you learning to walk. You are gathering data. You are adjusting your balance. You are strengthening your resilience. Thomas Edison didn't fail 10,000 times to invent the light bulb. He just found 10,000 ways that didn't work. He was collecting data. He was getting closer with every single so-called failure. So, from today, I want you to reframe every setback. When you get rejected, say, good. I just learned what doesn't work. I am one step closer to what does. When you make a mistake, say, excellent. I have new data. Now I can adjust my strategy. When you fall flat on your face, say, perfect. I am in the process of learning to walk. This is part of the journey. Take the power away from failure. Stop letting it be a stop sign. Start letting it be a guidepost. Rule number 2. Embrace the power of the micro-commitment. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Yes, but what if you're too paralyzed to take that step? Then you break it down. You don't focus on the 1,000 miles. You focus on the next 3 feet. You focus on tying your shoes. You focus on opening the door. You focus on the absolute smallest, most minuscule action you can take. Want to write a book? Don't think about the 80,000 words. That will terrify you. Just commit to writing 1 sentence. Just 1, that's it. Want to get in shape? Don't think about running a marathon. Just commit to putting on your workout shoes and stepping outside. That's the win. Just putting on the shoes. Want to start a business? Don't think about the business plan, the investors, the logo. Just commit to writing down 1 idea. 1 single idea. The power of the micro-commitment is that it bypasses resistance. Your brain is designed to keep you safe, and safe means not doing anything scary or hard. So when you think about the massive, scary goal, your brain throws up every alarm bell it has. It creates anxiety. It creates procrastination. But when you think, I'm just going to write 1 sentence, your brain says, oh, That's easy. I can do that. There is no resistance. And once you write that one sentence, something magical happens. Momentum begins. You often write a second sentence, and a third. You put on your shoes, and you think, well, I'm already outside, I might as well walk to the end of the street. You write down one business idea, and another one pops into your head. Micro-commitments build momentum, and momentum is the fuel that will carry you through the darkest parts of the journey. So, what is the one tiny, microscopic step you can take today? Right after this video, do it. Let it be so small that it feels laughable. Because that laughably small step is the most powerful force in the universe. It is the spark that can ignite an inferno of progress. Rule number 3. Build a fortress of belief around your mind. The world is noisy. It is filled with doubters, naysayers, and dream stealers. People will project their own fears and their own limitations onto you. They will tell you all the reasons why it can't be done, why you shouldn't try. And the most dangerous voice of all a broken bar is the one inside your own head. Your own inner critic. That voice that tells you you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not young enough, not old enough, not lucky enough. That voice is a liar. It is a saboteur. And you must learn to silence it. You must build a fortress around your mind. And you build that fortress with the bricks of positive input. You must become the guardian of your own mind. What are you feeding it? Are you feeding it negativity, fear, the news, the complaints of others? Or are you feeding it inspiration, knowledge, hope, faith? You need to create a personal environment that supports your dream. Listen to motivational speeches. Read books about people who have overcome great odds. Surround yourself, even if just virtually, with people who are on a similar path. People who get it. People who will lift you up, not tear you down. And when that negative voice in your head starts speaking, you have to talk back to it. You have to argue with it. When it says, you can't do this, you say, watch me. When it says, you're going to fail, you say, failure is my teacher. When it says, it's too hard, you say, I am harder. You must wage war on the battlefield of your own mind. And you must win that war, every single day. Because if you lose the battle in your mind, you will never win the battle in the world. Your outer world is merely a reflection of your inner world. So fortify it, protect it, nourish it. Make your mind a sanctuary for your dream, not a graveyard for it. Rule number 4. Celebrate the scars. This journey will leave marks on you. You will get hurt. You will get rejected. You will be disappointed. You will accumulate scars. And right now, you might see those scars as ugly reminders of your pain. You hide them. You are ashamed of them. I want you to change your perspective on those scars. Your scars are not signs of weakness. They are proof of your strength. They are proof that you were in the fight, that you showed up, that you dared to try, that you had the courage to put your heart on the line. A soldier is not ashamed of his scars. He wears them as a badge of honor. A warrior is proud of the battles she has survived. You must become a warrior for your own dreams. Every single scar you have tells a story. The story of a time you got knocked down, and the story of a time you got back up. The scar is not about the fall, it's about the getting back up. It's a testament to your resilience. So, stop hiding your scars. Embrace them, own them. They are part of your unique, beautiful, and powerful story. They are what make you, you. And that leads me to the most important point of all. Rule number 5. Your past is a prologue, not a life sentence. So many of us are chained to our past. We let our past mistakes define us. We let our past failures dictate our future. We drag the weight of yesterday into the potential of today. I am here to tell you that you can put that weight down right now. You are not defined by your worst moments. You are not defined by the opportunities you missed. You are not defined by the people who left you, or the times you fell short. Your past is simply the prologue to your story. It set the scene. It introduced the characters. It created the conflict, but it did not write the ending. You are the author of the rest of the book. And you can start a new chapter whenever you want. You can decide, right here, right now, that the old story is over, that a new story begins today, a story of courage, a story of resilience, a story of relentless forward motion. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made. Forgive others for the hurts they've caused. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve the peace. Holding on to that anger and that regret is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It only hurts you. It only weighs you down. Let it go. Cut the anchor to a past that you cannot change, and set your sails towards a future that you can create. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You are wiser, you are stronger, you have new knowledge, you have new scars. You are more equipped for this journey than you have ever been before. So, stop letting a ghost dictate your future. The ghost of who you were is gone. Embrace the reality of who you are, and step into the possibility of who you can become. Now, let's get practical. Let's talk about what this looks like in your daily life, because motivation without action is just a nice speech, and we are about building a new life. So, I want you to do something for me. Tonight, before you go to bed, I want you to take out a piece of paper, or open the Notes app on your phone, and I want you to write down one dream. Just one. The one that scares you the most. The one that feels the most impossible. The one that makes your heart beat a little faster when you think about it. Got it? Now, underneath that dream, I want you to write down the very first step, not the whole staircase, just the very first step, the micro-commitment. It could be research online courses for graphic design. It could be go for a 10-minute walk tomorrow morning. It could be email someone I admire and ask one question. It could be save $5. One small, tangible, actionable step. That is your mission for tomorrow. Not to achieve the dream, just to take that one step. And when you take that step, I want you to celebrate it. I mean it. Give yourself a mental high five. Tell yourself, I did it. I am moving. I am on my way. Acknowledge the progress. So often, we only beat ourselves up for what we didn't do. We never celebrate what we did do. Change that pattern. Become your own biggest cheerleader. Because if you don't believe in you, why should anyone else? Now, let's talk about the dark days, because they will come. There will be days when you wake up and the fire feels like it's gone out. There will be days when you feel like you've lost your way. There will be days when you feel like giving up. On those days, I want you to remember this. You do not need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You just need to see the very next step. You just need to trust that the step after that will reveal itself. Faith is not about having a detailed map of the entire journey. Faith is about taking the first step with the belief that the path will appear beneath your feet. On those dark days, your only job is to take one step, just one, the smallest step you can manage. Make your bed, read one page, do one push-up, just one thing that moves you, even an inch, in the direction of your dream. That one act of defiance against despair is enough to keep the momentum alive. It is enough to remind you that you are still in the game. You are still the author of your story. And I also want you to remember that you are not alone. Every single person who has ever achieved anything great has stood exactly where you are standing right now. They have felt the same fear. They have battled the same doubts. They have faced the same dark nights of the soul. You are in the company of giants. You are walking the same path as the Edisons, the Einsteins, the Kings, the Tubmans, the everyday heroes who changed the world by simply refusing to quit. You are part of that lineage. You are part of that tribe of relentless believers. So, when you feel alone, look up. Look at the stories of those who came before you. Draw strength from their struggles. Let their resilience fuel your own. You are made of the same stuff they are. The same stardust. The same fire. The same indomitable human spirit. There is nothing special about them that is not also inside of you. They were just people who decided that their dream was more important than their fear. They decided that their purpose was more powerful than their comfort. You have that same power of decision inside of you right now. So, what will you decide? Will you decide that your past has defined you for the last time? Will you decide that the opinions of others no longer hold power over you? Will you decide that your fears are no longer the boss of you? Will you decide that today is the day you take that first step? I believe you will. I believe in you. I believe in the fire that I see in your eyes. even through this screen. I believe in the dream that is stirring in your heart. I believe in the person you are becoming. The journey will be long, it will be hard. There will be storms. There will be moments when you want to turn back. But I need you to make me a promise. Promise yourself that you will keep going. Promise yourself that you will fall in love with the process. Promise yourself that you will celebrate every tiny victory. Promise yourself that you will wear your scars with pride. Promise yourself that you will build that fortress around your mind. Promise yourself that you will never, ever, ever give up on the dream that God, the universe, or whatever you believe in, placed inside your heart. That dream was given to you for a reason. You were chosen to carry it.